Hello, Witching Hour Coven, and welcome back to Witching Hour Tarot. Today's reading is going to be focused on what is manifesting for you in your life right now, okay? What is coming to fruition in your life right now? What are you going to be receiving in your life through manifestation? Now, before we dive into the reading, if you are interested in a very personalized reading, completely tailored to you, make sure to go in the link in the description and book a private reading with me now. And if you are interested in learning how to read tarot like me, make sure to click the link in the description and buy my tarot course that will teach you how to read tarot from start to finish without memorizing 78 different definitions. So this is going to be a pick a card reading. We have pile number 1 right here, and we have pile number 2 right here. I'll give you a minute and you can focus and meditate on which pile seems like it has a message for you, which pile resonates with you. We also have a crystal to go along with each pile. We have a labradorite heart and a piece of raw pyrite right here. So yeah, just take a minute and feel out the different piles and see which one has a message for you. Now, if you have chosen your pile, timestamps will be in the description, so go in the description and click the link for your pile, and we will dive straight into your reading. If you are interested in these readings, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post readings multiple times a week. Give this video a like and leave a comment if it resonates. Let's get into the readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. As I mentioned, we are going to be diving deep into what is manifesting in your life right now. What are you going to be receiving through manifestation? What is going to find its way into your life? What blessings will be manifest into your life currently? Now, if you're interested in a much more personalized reading just for you, make sure to book a private reading linked in my description. And if you're interested in learning how to read tarot for yourself, make sure to buy my course linked in bio, which will teach you how to read tarot from start to finish. But yeah, let's dive straight into today's reading. So, we are going to start by pulling some cards. What is manifesting into your life right now? These 2 cards. Ooh, we have the 8 of Cups. It seems like there's going to be some sort of release. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. We have, ooh, the Sun. Oh, the Sun is always a beautiful card to lighten up the energy of a reading. And finally, for the top row, we have, well, 2 came out. We have the 7 of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay guys, I lied. Another card came out. There's a lot of energy in this reading, so multiple messages are trying to come out all at once. Although I just tried to pull for the top row, we did pull 2 extra cards, which are very significant cards, might I add, for Judgment and the High Priestess to come out as extra cards. It seems like they really have a message that is going to be important for you to hear concerning what is going to be manifesting in your life right now. Okay, but first we are going to start up here with the 8 of Cups. It seems like the 8 of Cups is going to be really the first step in your life that is going to be taken in order to receive the manifestations coming into your life. The 8 of Cups is going to be about a natural progression through and past a specific era of your life. So the 8 of Cups is usually pulled when you have naturally grown out of something or grown through something. It's like when you age out or become more mature to the point where a phase in your life no longer serves the purpose that it once did. And so the Eight of Cups is really going to be an important message here that if you not yet have grown out of certain parts of your life that do not any longer serve the purpose that they once did, it seems like you are coming up on that precipice in your life. The Eight of Cups is going to deal with something that you were emotionally tied to, something that was probably something that was emotionally heavy, that you were dealing with or processing or going through. And the Eight of Cups is going to be about growing out of that phase, or growing out of that era, or outgrowing whatever it is that was kind of holding you back. Now, whatever you were going through in the moment, it may not have been holding you back. It may have been serving a very authentic purpose in your life. You may have been going through something that you were meant to go through on your journey, but with the Eight of Cups, it seems like you are phasing out of that purpose, and it is no longer the most authentic place you could be holding yourself in your life. And so it seems like the first step towards getting to your manifestations is going to be allowing yourself to naturally move on from things that no longer serve you. Eight of Cups could have been a very significant emotional phase in your life. If there were relationships in your life that you learned from, if there were situations in your life that you had to learn from, I see that there's going to be a major ascension or a major progression in moving on from these phases or eras or situations. It seems like they have served their purpose in your life, and at this point they may no longer be pushing you forward. They may, if you linger in their energies for longer than intended, they have the potential to hold you back from the manifestations that are trying to appear in your life. We have the Three of Pentacles, which makes me think that your manifestations might have something to do with some sort of collaboration. Some sort of collaboration among people that you are either close with or in contact with, or all are working towards a common goal. It seems like you may be moving on from something, and it seems like you're moving right into some sort of collaboration. This could be a workplace collaboration, a school place collaboration, a collaboration of a personal hobby or a personal goal. But it seems like there could be possibly one or two other people that are going to be important to your story of manifesting what it is that you want to see in your life. These people are going to actually bring you closer to your manifestations. The Three of Pentacles is really going to be about collaboration and expansion and growth among people who may not be exactly alike, but they use their differences to create power towards growth. So a very powerful collaboration among people who can lift each other up using what makes them different. So if, like I said, it might even be an unlikely trio. You might not expect that these people will come into your life in the way that they will and serve the purpose that they are going to serve. It could be an unlikely trio that comes together and not necessarily a trio. This could be one other person, this could be a bigger group of people, but it seems like, and they might not all literally be in contact with the exact same project or goal at the same time, but it seems like multiple outside sources, multiple outside influences are going to come together to kind of move you along towards your manifestations. These people are going to be very important in your story. With the Page of Cups, this, I feel like the imagery on this card is very telling. We have someone looking into a mirror that is, you know, multiple times their size, and images are awaiting to appear in the mirror. So this is going to be about some like major self-reflection, okay? Looking inward at some very intense and important inner, possibly dealing with inner conflicts, or possibly dealing with inner influences or inner guidances. You're going to really be self-reflecting on what it is that you are hoping to create in your life, or what your goals are, or what you personally want to strive for. This is going to be self-reflection and inner acknowledgement of who you want to be, what you want to be, exactly what you want in your life. This could actually, this could be considered a card of manifestation, I would say, because manifestation is going to be a lot of inward work and inward actualization and inward realization about what it is that you want in order for it to manifest. So I'm seeing that in the center of your reading, the Page of Cups is really going to be the card about doing the internal work to figure out what it is that you are truly hoping to manifest. And it seems like with the Three of Pentacles, these people are going to be there from the start of your journey, possibly as people on the sidelines. And it seems like as you go further into your manifestation journey, these people are going to play important roles that you might not yet realize. But with the Page of Cups, this is going to be the moment of self-actualization and figuring out what matters to you, who you want to be, what you want to create in your life, what manifestations mean to you, and what you are hoping to manifest into your life. And the moment of actualization is the moment of creation. The moment you figure out what you want to bring into this world, that's the moment that it gets created somewhere in the astral, somewhere in the universe. It gets created and is on its first steps towards physically coming into your reality. So the Page of Cups is going to be a really important card here. This could be a reminder that before your manifestations come into your life, you're going to have to figure out what you want those manifestations actually to be. Now, the Sun card. The Sun card is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. I feel like this could be the first sign of your manifestation. The Sun is going to be a very peaceful optimism, a very peaceful sense of joy, a naivety that is going to allow even more manifestations to come easily. It seems like once you get to the point of your root self-actualization, these manifestations are really going to come in with ease. And the Sun is going to be the first sign that things are really going to start working out without you even trying. Things that you may not have even put a strict manifestation lens on, things that you just offhandedly think in your mind, I wish this would happen, they're going to start happening. You're going to start noticing that things are working out for you in a very spiritual way, and this is going to be your first manifestation that is coming into your life in the near future, is that little things, big things, spiritual things, material things, they're all just going to start working out in your favor. Things are going to start going very smoothly, without any effort at all. Once you really get to the root of what matters to you, the things that do matter to you are going to start coming to fruition. Then we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is going to describe an action that you need to take. So with the Sun, this is going to open up multiple streams of opportunities of abundance, okay? This is going to open up opportunities that naturally come to you without effort. The Seven of Swords is going to talk about taking those opportunities and running with them. I mean, that literally looks like what he's doing in this picture, is taking something and running with it. So when these opportunities naturally find you, it's going to be your job to take them and make them what you want them to be. Take them without reservation. Take them without any guilt or any thought of what might not work out. You're going to take these opportunities and make them what you want them to be. The universe, the manifestations that are coming to you are these amazing opportunities that you are going to stumble upon with ease. The universe is going to bring everything into your forefront for you to take into your own hands. And the Seven of Swords is really going to be about taking these opportunities and creating what you want from them, making exactly what you want to happen. And it really is kind of seeming to me that there's going to be a very significant opportunity here. That the Seven of Swords is saying this is something you're not going to want to miss. And the Judgment card and the High Priestess really reinforce this. It's kind of seeming to me like whatever your greatest dream is, or whatever you're hoping to manifest the most, I'm really seeing that is going to be an opportunity that is presented to you. And it's going to happen without thought. It's going to happen without effort, the opportunity at least. And when that happens, all these cards right here are telling me that you're going to have to take that opportunity and take it as fast as you can. Don't sleep on it. When you know it's right, you're gonna know it's right. You're gonna know it's for you. The Seven of Swords is very self-serving. So you're going to, for the love of yourself, make this opportunity happen for you once you are presented the manifestation of the opportunity. It's also going to say, Seven of Swords, use the resources that you have available to you. I think that's where the Three of Pentacles is going to come into play. If there are people around you that could help you with this goal, allow yourself to be helped. If you know someone who knows something about what you're trying to accomplish, ask them for help. They're going to play, like I said, a pivotal part in accomplishing this goal. With the High Priestess, it seems like this is something that is very personal to you and something that within your soul you know is meant for you. This is going to be something that matters a lot to you, that maybe you have dreamed of, something that is deeply personal and deeply resonates with you and your soul. And so, like I said, when you know it's right, you're gonna know it's right, and that's when you need to take that opportunity. And the Judgment card really tells me that this is going to be life-changing. It seems like whatever this manifestation is, it's going to be deeply personal to you, and it's really going to change your outlook on a lot of things. It's going to test you in ways that you don't expect, and it's going to put you through trials that are going to test your ability to withstand your circumstances. It doesn't seem like this is going to be negative. It just seems like it's going to kind of change your outlook on so many things, maybe the way you're living your life at all right now. If you've been thinking that you're not good enough to achieve this goal, you're not worth it to achieve this goal, it's never going to happen, it seems like you're going to be presented with the fact that it can happen and it's going to happen. And allowing that to happen in your life, allowing your greatest manifestation to come to fruition, has the potential to change your entire outlook on life. And you're gonna have to make changes that align yourself with fulfilling this goal. You're going to have to make the changes in your life that align yourself with fulfilling this manifestation. Okay guys, so I'm going to pull the last 3 cards and we'll see what else we have for you. Ooh. We have the Ace of Swords. Two cards came out. Oh my goodness, we have the Empress. Ooh, and we have the 5 of Wands. I'm personally loving the 5 of Wands being at the center of this reading, because to me this represents some internal conflicts that you're going to have to overcome, and I feel like it goes perfectly along with the Page of Cups above it and Judgment next to it. I feel like this is the 5 of Wands is really going to represent when you begin receiving this manifestation, it begins coming to fruition. You may be presented with internal blockages, internal doubts, limiting beliefs that you're really going to have to work through. You're really going to have to process internally and work through these limiting thought processes and behaviors that are holding you back. And it's really going to encourage you to change yourself for the better in order to align yourself with these manifestations. So this is going to be a major learning curve on your journey towards your manifestation. While it is coming to fruition currently in this spread, at this point, it is coming to fruition. You're going to have to keep doing the work that will align you with it. If you get out of alignment, if you don't do the work to continue your path toward this manifestation, there's a chance that you could lose it. And it seems like with the 5 of Wands, you are not willing to lose it. This is a card about fighting for what matters to you and standing up against things that will hold you back from it. Even if the thing that's holding you back from it is yourself, you're really going to stand up to yourself, stand up to those limiting behaviors, and grow out of them. And with the Empress, I definitely see growing out of something, or growing into something, or creating something. The Empress here is really going to be about living in this creation. We see she's like she's a princess laying very comfortably and creating with her wand what she wants. She's very comfortable in what she has created for herself. She's living lavishly in the beauty of creation. And that's going to be you. You are going to truly find yourself, once you overcome these obstacles, living in a lavish place of abundance and creation and growth, continual creation and continual growth, moving upwards and continuing to enhance the manifestation that began peeking its way into your life over here. It's going to only continue to grow and continue to become greater and continue to change your life in ways that make your life more comfortable. And we have the Ace of Swords. It seems like the Ace of Swords paired with the Empress is really going to talk about the way that this manifestation is going to change your life. Not only is it going to change your outlook, with judgment here we have this manifestation changing your negative limiting beliefs, limiting behaviors, and growing out of those. With the Empress, it seems like the Ace of Swords is going to be you realizing that you had this power all along. It's going to be you realizing, like with the question marks above his head, it's like, well, now that this has happened, you're telling me I could have done this the whole time? Why was I holding myself back? Why was I limiting myself? The Ace of Swords is going to be, oh my gosh, realizing that you had the power to create this entire time, and now that you've done it, you're going to be more ready and willing to do it again and again and again and again and again. It's the realization, coming to the realization that you are a powerful creator, and you are going to continue to create. So not only what is manifesting for you right now, your current wildest dreams is already on the way to manifesting into your life. And with the end of this spread, we have the realization that you're not just going to stop there. Once you achieve your biggest manifestations, you are going to realize that you can achieve bigger and greater, and you're going to keep working your way up, and you're going to keep growing and creating for the betterment of your life. Okay, guys? We are going to pull an oracle card to wrap up this reading. These circle cards are kind of hard to shuffle. We have the desert. We have the desert. Surreal, strange, unexpected visions, silence. The desert is alive and pulsing with energy despite its desolate appearance. Turn towards it rather than away from it. When in the throes of the desert, contemplate the following. You are not alone. You have more supplies with you than you think. Water is very near. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright, and its darks deeply terrifying, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, the coyotes call surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. So this oracle card is kind of taking me back to the beginning of the reading, about allowing yourself to move on from circumstances that are no longer serving you, and allowing that transition to project you into what does serve you. The desert has served its purpose in your life. You have learned the lessons that you needed to learn from being in this place that you currently find yourself in. And it is time to allow yourself to move on from that. Because guys, what I'm seeing for you is that the manifestations coming for you right now are your biggest, wildest dreams and more. All of that is coming for you and more if you allow yourself into it. If you allow yourself to move on from the past that doesn't serve you, allow yourself to connect with people who align with your purpose, allow yourself to do the internal work to align yourself with the manifestation. Let the universe take care of you and take care of yourself. And I see your greatest manifestation coming to fruition very soon. Guys, if you enjoyed that reading and would like a more personalized reading completely for you, make sure to book a private reading linked in my description. And if you would like to learn tarot, how I read tarot, make sure to buy my course on how to read tarot, beginner to advanced, completely in my description below. And if you enjoyed this reading, make sure to subscribe. I do post every other day. And like this video if you enjoyed, and leave a comment about how this resonated with you and your life. I would love to hear. And I'll see you next time. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. As I mentioned, we are going to be diving into what is manifesting in your life right now. What is coming to fruition in your life, in your circle right now, okay? Now, if you want a more personalized reading, completely tailored towards you, make sure to go book a private reading with me, link in the description. And if you're interested in learning how to read tarot just like me, my course is available as well, link in the description. So, let's dive right into the reading. Let's see what cards we have for what is manifesting into your life right now, pile number 2. We have the Hierophant. Ooh, some deeply spiritual, deeply traditional energies. Ooh, we have the World. Okay, okay. We have... Ooh, what was that one? We have the Page of Wands. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Five of Swords. Wow. Some pretty intense energies here, to be completely honest with you. So what I'm getting here from the very start of the reading with the Hierophant, it seems like you are embarking on a journey of some sort of spiritual truth. It seems like some sort of tradition or spirituality is going to be presented to you in your life. It seems like you may find yourself on a search for spiritual meaning or spiritual truth, personal spiritual truth. It seems like you may find yourself being drawn towards some sort of tradition that means something to you or that matters to you. It seems like with the raven here, or if this is a crow, the raven here carrying the key within the rain with the lightning bolt, it seems like some sort of this key here is going to represent spiritual answers, spiritual truth, spiritual knowledge. It's going to be finding you, the raven being the universe, God, or whatever you believe in, presenting you with this spiritual key, this spiritual knowledge and truth, in a dark time. It seems like you may be going through a period where you need something to have faith in, you need something to believe in, and it seems like the universe is presenting you with the knowledge that is meant to find you in the time when you need it the most, in possibly a very dark hour or a very dark period that you may be going through. It seems like knowledge is going to be coming your way right now. And it seems like the universe is quite literally manifesting something into your life. With the key here being carried by the bird, it's literally like the universe presenting something into your life for you to do what you need to do with it. And with the next card here being the World, it seems like whatever spiritual knowledge this is that is being brought to you, This is going to really make a lot of things in your life begin to make sense. Things are going to really start coming full circle. Things that you questioned and wondered, why did I have to go through this? Why did this happen? What was I supposed to learn from this? Why did this have to happen to me? It seems like things are going to start making sense and things are going to start coming together. Loose ends are going to be tied up in places that you thought were left and forgotten. The universe here is manifesting into your life a spiritual or traditional knowledge that is going to make things in your life begin to make sense, make the bigger story come together. It's going to put a rhythm into your life that is going to resonate with you on a very deeply spiritual level. We have here the Page of Swords. Page of Wands. It seems like with the Page of Wands being at the center of your reading, it seems like you're really going to take this and run with it wherever it leads you. It seems like once this key is presented to you, and you realize that there's some sort of power to it, you're really going to allow it to lead you where you need to be. You're going to really go with the flow, or go with your intuition, or go specifically where life leads you. And you're going to explore parts of life that you may have resisted exploring up until this point, due to internal holdbacks, internal setbacks, internal complications. But it seems like this is really going to awaken you to a whole nother way of being. And with that comes a sense of adventure. I see you experimenting with a much more adventurous side of yourself. Exploring things that you've wanted to explore in your life, in the world, among people. I see the universe is manifesting into your life an opportunity to elevate spiritually and execute that elevation into the world. You're really going to be finding where you fit in, not fit in with other people, but fit in within the universe. And you're going to begin to explore what you have feared to explore in the past. With the Two of Cups, I'm seeing that you are going to find yourself in a place where you are. It seems like you're going to find yourself in a place that you feel that you are divinely guided to be in. It seems like it's going to feel like fate or destiny, or that you are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time, to be experiencing all these major cycles in your life coming to conclusion, or answers coming to fruition, things in your life coming to some sort of finality in a way that makes everything seem, it makes you realize that things really did happen for a reason. And with the Two of Cups, it seems like you're going to find yourself at exactly the right place at exactly the right time, especially with this sense of exploration. I see that you are going to find yourself exploring parts of life that you have not allowed yourself to explore, and it seems like this sense of adventure is going to lead you to a place in life, whether this is a spiritual place of being or a physical place that you travel to. It seems like you are going to be divinely led to somewhere that is going to once again make things click. You're going to find yourself exactly where you are meant to be, exactly where you have always wanted to be. It seems like too here with the Two of Cups, it seems like you might meet the right person at the right time. It seems like you may come into contact with someone that you were destined to meet at this phase in your life. Although to get to this point, you first are going to be, like I said, presented by the universe this higher knowing of the universal laws of the way the world works and the way the universe works. You're going to be presented with this spiritual innate intuition and knowledge. Very deep and powerful and mystical stuff. This is really going to be the catalyst to this spiritual journey. But once we get over here, I see that you're going to find yourself being in exactly the right place at the right time, or meeting exactly the right person at the right time. That is really going to influence this spiritual journey that you are going to find yourself on. They are going to be the perfect match for you at this time and place. With the Page of Wands, I do see that this is not necessarily there's no promise to what the future holds, but right here, right now, you're in the perfect place at the perfect time. Okay? And I do want to pull a clarification card for the Five of Swords. Wow, we have the Star. Let's align these better. It seems like you are really going to be taking from life what you want to experience from it. You are going to be making these experiences what you need them to be. You are going to be cultivating an environment for yourself that feeds your soul, that feeds your spirit. And with the Star here, once again, the Star, the Hierophant, the World, the Two of Cups, this is all extremely destined, fated, divinely guided by God, by the universe, by divinity. And it seems like here, with the Star clarifying the Five of Swords, it seems like you are going to be taking whatever situation that you don't appreciate in your life and turning it into exactly what you want it to be. You're taking an intense initiative that you were unable to take before, and you're going to be rewriting the story that you found yourself living in. You're going to be rewriting the history of your life. You're going to be re-evaluating and taking what you don't appreciate and getting rid of it. And whether that's literally changing your environment, or even if that's spiritually rewriting your perspective on things, you're going to make your life a much calmer place to be within. You're going to make your experience so much more guided by divinity rather than guided by fear or pressure or anxieties. The Star here is extremely powerful. It's taking what, with the Five of Swords, it's taking what you don't want and removing it however you see fit. Let's pull for the rest of this row. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. This already is, it's echoing this message here, and it's diving deeper into it. So we'll get into that. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Guys, it's so clear to me. Here we have a literal representation of you being held back And you are going to realize with this onset of spiritual intuition that you are not being held back by the world. You are being held back by your internal belief system that you have set for yourself. One that doesn't allow you to dream big or to reach for the stars. One that does not allow you to expect big things for yourself or expect things to work out for you. We have here literally being cocooned from the world, withdrawing from this experience of the world, to the point where even if you were to try to break out of it, there are swords holding you captive, and these are swords created by your ego or your internal fears, internal doubts. But just as we had the 5 of Swords and then the Star, we have the 8 of Swords and then the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is literally saying you are breaking free from this internal setback. You are completely breaking the boundaries that you have unjustly set for yourself, and you are no longer accepting the narrative that you deserve to live in a state of spiritual and emotional lack. You once again are rewriting your history, and you are going to be completely spiritually, emotionally, mentally breaking free from the constraints that you once set for yourself, and you are going to be expanding so much further into the experience of human life than you ever have in your entire life before. You are going to reject the mindset of spiritual poverty. You are not going to allow yourself any longer to dwell in a state of lack. You are going to make what you want out of your situation. If you are not given the situation you want to be in, you're going to make it happen. Although I do see that you are going to, as you begin to explore life further, like I said, you're going to begin to find yourself in the right place at the right time so much more often than you ever have before. And I see that there are going to be many synchronicities. I would say look out for synchronicities, as these are going to be signs from the divine that are going to be guiding you on this journey. So yeah, you're going to be breaking free. Both of these card combinations to me represent breaking free from constraints, either that the world has set for you or that you have set for yourself, and you are going to be rejecting spiritual lack. Okay? And here with the 6 of Pentacles paired with the Star, the 6 of Pentacles is going to talk about how once you start giving to yourself, the energies of the universe are going to recognize that, and they are going to start giving to you tenfold. Once you realize that you deserve to live an abundant life, you deserve to live an emotionally content life, you deserve to be comfortable in your existence, the universe is going to recognize that, and they are going to feed you back the abundance that you are spiritually feeding yourself. So I just kind of am thinking of affirmations that you tell yourself, and not just statements that you repeat in your head like a robot, but sentences that mean something to you, that uplift your spirit. Fill your mind to the point where it's a place that you want to be in all day, every day. Make it a comforting place. Make it somewhere that you feel comfortable being in. And the universe is going to recognize that energy alignment, and it's going to feed you what you are internally and spiritually feeding yourself. Once you no longer accept this place of emotional or spiritual poverty, the universe is going to exude abundance to you spiritually, emotionally. And with the star being the final card at the end of this spread, it seems like what is manifesting into your life right now is a major awakening. And that awakening is going to lead you on a path of finding yourself at the right place at the right time, meeting people at the right place at the right time, no longer accepting a narrative that was written for you, and no longer accepting the narrative you wrote for yourself, breaking free from constraints. And all of this is going to lead to the greatest manifestation of all, is the universe recognizing your self-worth and manifesting your dreams into your existence. Okay, guys? That is what I'm seeing manifesting into your life. So we are going to pull an oracle card. Let's see what we have with the oracle cards. Oh, yep, this one. We have the sword. I feel like already this is going to be so extremely significant. It's already so reminiscent of the reading we have already with the lightning bolt, the dark, and then the light on the other end, and the sword influences here. So let's see. We have the sword. Contemplate the Buddhist philosophy of the first and second arrow. Swing the sword once with precision and commitment. More than that will be painful for everyone involved. Boundary making, prioritizing, and clarifying are all gestures made possible by the sword. The sword is a metaphor for the pen and the brush, the artist's fierce and graceful tools, cutting through what is essential. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is a hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourself. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. So guys, this is clearly reiterating the energy of this entire reading. You are going to be presented with this knowledge that you are going to, this spiritual revelation, and you're going to use that as a tool in your life to cut away from anything that is not serving your higher purpose. You're going to use this sword to release yourself from the constraints that either have been put on you or you have put on yourself in order to achieve your greatest dreams. And like I said, the manifestation that is coming into your life right now is a powerful revelation that is going to change your life for the better. Guys, that is what I'm seeing for you. If you would like a more personal reading, make sure to book a private reading, link in the description. And if you would like to learn how to read tarot like me, you can purchase my tarot course, link in the description. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure to subscribe. I post multiple times a week. Like this video and leave a comment if this resonated. I would like to know how it resonated with you and your life, and I will see you in the next video.